So today I'm 24, the almighty birthday, no one really cares, and the only thing I want to do in my birthday is to create YouTube videos. Oh, the irony. And before you click out of this video, I want you to make sure that you know that you are making a crucial mistake, because in this video I'm going to show you exactly how to make 10k a month consistently, how to attract the people you want in your life, and basically how to achieve every goal you have in life. Okay, now I'm not saying that I achieved everything, I'm not saying that I have the best women in the world in my pocket, I'm not saying that I'm making thousands and thousands of dollars, no, but what I do have is a clear path. I know exactly the direction I need to go, and I think that it might be helpful for you to also know it. And the reason why I share it with you is so I can help you. First of all, maybe we are pretty much the same in our progress, okay? Maybe I can help you, you can help me, and so on. And the second thing is, there is a lot of people on YouTube who share very valuable content about these topics, but the problem with them is they are far ahead in the process, okay? They are 10 years, 20 years, 30 years far ahead from where I am and where you are, okay? So it's very hard to relate, it's very hard to understand what they are talking about, because they also forget about these little things that might change your whole perspective about how you view things and how you achieve your goals. So this is where I come in, and this is where I want to share my insights with you. So let's do it. Birthday video. So a little bit of context. Today I'm 24, and a year ago I made this video, which was a poor video about me being 23. And honestly, birthdays are not a really big thing for me. I don't really care about them. For me, it's just a point in time that I can reflect on what I did, what I'm going to do, and to see if I'm in the right direction. And yeah, the direction seems very nice so far. So let's start. So let's talk about thinking, okay? Right now you might have all sorts of goals. Maybe it's lose weight, maybe it's improving your dating life, maybe it's a business idea, maybe anything you want to start with, and you are thinking about it. Now, thinking about something is so toxic, because once you think about something, you start convincing yourself not to do it, okay? You might be prepared 80, 70, 90% of having a plan of doing that, but there will be this 10% that your mind will persuade yourself that
you should not do it.
And it's so funny. And let me tell you this, if you want to do something, any goal you have in your life, you need to put yourself in the situation to achieving this goal. And what do I mean by that? Let's say, for example, I wanted to move to my own apartment. I want to live by myself, I want to live maybe with roommates, but go to the big city, which is Tel Aviv in my country, and to live the life of independence, right? So I was so scared of doing that. I was so scared. I imagined this is where I wanted to go, but I was so scared, and I was afraid that I don't know what to do. What will I do with all of my stuff? And I was starting thinking, and I convinced myself not to do it. No. This is not the way to do it. So what I did basically is I was baby step myself. Instead of doing the big jump from being right now in my mother's house to go to live with roommates or whatever, I was baby step myself, and the way I did it, I was doing Airbnb for a week. So I decided, okay, I will do Airbnb for a week, and I would see how is that, instead of thinking, pondering, instead of canceling my ideas, instead of not doing what I want. No, do the simplest thing you can do right now, and you are going to gain so much experience about it. Because, so I did it. I went for a week. I was in Tel Aviv living by myself. It was actually pretty good. I felt the freedom, doing what I want, whatever I want, and it was a glimpse to the future I want, to what I want to do in the future, right? So now I know exactly what area I want to live in. How can I do it? By baby stepping myself. And if I wouldn't do it, if I wouldn't do this step, I wouldn't move like in years, okay? And I would regret it. So any goal you have right now, put yourself in the situation to succeed. And I know some of you might have goals of making, I don't know, 10k per month with business. And you think to yourself, oh, but I don't have an idea, I don't know how to create a business and all this. So in this case, what I would do, I would come up with some kind of a service or a product or a solution for people that if I would solve this problem for them, they would pay me $500, maybe $1,000, and it's really achievable. Now, you might think for yourself, no, first of all, I need to create the perfect product that will cost $1,000 and then I can earn $1,000. No. You need to put yourself in a situation where you can earn $1,000. So let's say you are going to help people, I don't know, learn how to program, okay? There is a lot of people who want to learn how to program. So teach them how to learn how to programming, okay? They want they are right now a beginner and they want to go to a place where, let's say, they have a job in software development, okay? So this is what your solution. So let's say you package it with $1,000, but right now you are not really sure if you can really provide the results. So instead of letting your brain convince yourself, no, you can't do it, put yourself in the situation to make it happen. So what you can do is you can start calling with people, start having sales calls with people, okay, and start closing clients. So let's say you close one client. Let's say you tell them, I'm going to make you a programmer in 3 months, okay, and it will cost you $2,000, for example, okay. Now, right now you don't know how to do it, but since you have right now a goal, since you are working with someone, since you have responsibility to make this person go to this situation, you are going to do whatever it takes to make it happen. So it's going to increase your odds of actually making $2,000 per one client. It's really amazing. And I'm not saying that you are going to give results to your client right away. It won't happen. Maybe it will happen. It depends on what you choose to do and if you're experienced in that or not. But at first, maybe you will fail with your first client. So what you can do is you can refund the client. It's fine. Maybe in the second one it won't work. It's fine. But the experience, this month, 2 months, 3 months of helping someone achieving these goals and solving problems is going to teach you so much more instead of just thinking, oh, I don't have an idea, I don't have this, I don't have that. Let's say you start with some idea and along the way, as you work with someone, you will come up with more ideas to help him or different ways to help him. So your idea might not be perfect, but just get started with something. So again, don't think about things, just put yourself in the situation to succeed. And this thing can be applied for every area of your life, every goal you have. Let's say you want to meet beautiful girls, okay? Instead of waiting for the beautiful girl to land from the moon and tell you, hey, do you want to date me? No, it won't happen. Go out there, okay? Put yourself in the situation of meeting beautifully attractive women and try to say hi to them. At first, you won't be able to do it. At first, you are just going to look at them weirdly and stare at them and and not do anything, okay? This is the first thing. Then the second time that you will do it, maybe you will say hi. Maybe then you will start having a conversation. Maybe you will learn better how to do it. But put yourself in the situation and then you can think more about it. So there need to be a balance between how much you think and how much you take action. What you need to think, take action, think again, take action, think again, take action. There is no just thinking. What most people do, and what I did, was 90% consuming things and maybe 10% doing some things and it's not really helpful. So this is the first thing. The second thing, value is the currency, not money. Right now and throughout this year, I was always so strict with my money. I wouldn't buy anything, although I can afford it, although I can afford things that I know might help me in the future. And I'm not talking about things that are just for your self-satisfaction. I'm not talking about buying cars and clothes and beautiful clothes and things. I'm talking about only things that you need, okay? So out of my needs, okay, I have all my needs fulfilled. I didn't buy things that like programs, courses, maybe private coaching with people that I would know that it would help me, but I wouldn't buy that. And why was that? Because I was clinging into this money. I was thinking it's so valuable, but that's a false belief. Why? Because a few weeks ago, it happened to me something very great, okay? I closed one client for one of the things I'm trying to build right now, some consulting business I'm trying to build, okay? And this prospect became a client and he paid me $400. This was amazing because this was the first time I saw in my own eyes that the direct correlation between money and value. This person, I offered him to solve him a problem, and in return he gave me this amount of money, which is it's not a small amount of money, it's not also big, but it opened my perspective for different ideas. And there is the thing, okay? People tell you in all the YouTube channels and all these videos, value is the most important thing, you should provide value. But there is another thing behind it, okay, that people don't tell you about. It's once you see the correlation, the direct correlation between money and value, you start to value more, okay? Why is that? Because now maybe you are an employee, this is what I am, and you don't really see the direct correlation between money and value. And yeah, I knew this concept that if I would take more responsibility out of my supervisor, he will give me more salary. So there is that, but it's not direct. It's not the more you work, the more you earn. But when you have like a business or something, the more you earn is the more you give value, right? So only after you see this direct correlation, you can understand that value is the king. Because once you see that with your skills, with your knowledge, with the things you have, you can convert it to money. Once this happens, you are not scared of losing money, because you know with your ability, with your skills, you can create money with the things you learn. So now, like let's say to put $2,000 on a course that I know for sure it's good for me, and I know it's going to make my skills better, it's going to be much easier for me, because I know that if I would put $2,000 on a course that is going to help me, I can later charge someone for $2,000 because I was learning skills that are valued for $2,000. So this is some profound perspective that I found out about this year, and pretty much it was recently that I found out about it after I closed the client. So again, I repeat, a lot of people in videos tell you, yeah, value, yeah, you need to provide value is the most important thing, but you don't really understand it until you convert value for money and money for value. Most of the times what you are doing in your life, if you don't have a side hustle or a business or whatever, you convert money to buy something, to get some value. But once you can do the other way and see the direct correlation between that, there is a shift in your mind. Once it happens, everything you do, every video you watch, every book you read, you think about, oh, maybe it's something valuable for other people that I can use to charge more and to make more money. Because if it's valuable for others, they are willing to pay more. So this is a very important aspect, and the only way to actually understand it is by converting your value to a large amount of money. And it's not going to work if you are going to charge, like, let's say $50, because $50 is not, there is no large correlation between, there is not much value out of it. It needs to be a lot of value that you perceive it as a lot of value, $500, maybe $1,000, $2,000, and this is the only way to see the right correlation. So next thing, maybe you saw this ad by Tai Lopez about reading books, like the average CEO reads 42 books, 52 books a year, and you should do it too. Let me tell you, you shouldn't do it. You shouldn't do it. This is a crucial mistake. Don't do this mistake. Let me explain why. Okay, there is a lot of books that are going to help you achieve your goals. There is all sorts of goals you have right now, and you can buy a book for every goal you have. But the thing is, there is only one book you need for every goal you have. If you want to make money and build a business, you can read MJ DeMarco's books, The Millionaire Fastlane, and Unscripted. You can see it even here. If you want to get good with dating and stuff like that, there is also the Rational Male. If you want to be good at spirituality and maybe meditation, you can read The Power of Now also in here. And pretty much this is all books you need. Okay, what happens when you start with self-development is you read all the books ever that exist, and let me tell you, this is so toxic, because you are not making progress towards your goals. Because let me tell you why. Every book you read is 10, 20, 30 years of knowledge from the author, from someone experienced who was going through the goal you are trying to achieve, and he was writing that into a concise book. All these books is 30, 20 years of people's work, okay? You can't figure it out with just one read for a few weeks or a week. Let's say you read one book a week. You can't really take all this knowledge in 1 week. It's not rational, okay? So what happens when you are a beginner in some topic? Let's say you are a beginner in business, and I will give you an example for myself. I was a beginner in business. I'm still a beginner in business. I was reading MJ DeMarco's books, The Millionaire Fastlane and Unscripted. And at first I was reading the book. I thought I understand what I was reading about. It sounds very logic. And then I started actually executing things. I started actually gaining experience, if it's with my YouTube channel, if it's with some other side hustles that I tried, and I started experiencing things. Then after a few months, I read the book again, and I was like, did I read this? And I gained new insights, because at first my brain wasn't ready to read all the content in the book, because this content is for beginners to veterans, to experts, to people who are experienced in the field, okay? So my brain wasn't ready, because I didn't have the right experience to read what MJ DeMarco is talking about. Okay, so if you want to get your goals, you need not to read more, you need to read again. Read the book again and again and again and again. Read the book, execute, read the book, execute, read the book, execute again and again and again. And after you finish all the book, let's call you unscripted, okay? And then you can go to the next book, okay? So if you want any goal, you can pick 3-4 books covering all your goals, you can follow them, and that's it. For example, The Power of Now. This book is the blue one, okay? The Power of Now. I read this book 2 years ago, okay? I thought I was learning things. I thought I knew what I'm reading about, but no, okay? So throughout these 2 years, what happened is I was doing meditation, I was doing all sorts of treatments, trauma release, I was gaining experience with other areas of my life, and I was transforming myself. So my brain shifted since 2 years ago. Now I read the book again a few months ago, and I read the book and I was like, did I read it? Did I really read the book the first time? And I gained so much insights, so much new insights. So every time you go to the next level and you read the book again, there is new insights again and again and again and again until you get to the level of the author. So stop reading a lot of books, okay? Stop watching a lot of YouTube channels, watching a lot of videos. You need only one person and you need to listen only to one book. That's it. Listening to all sorts of people, it's toxic because eventually there is a lot of knowledge, a lot of books, a lot of videos, a lot of tactics, a lot of opinions of other people. And if you try to follow all of them, you at the end of the day get nothing. You are not getting close to your goals. So look at your goals. Is reading 20 books every year or whatever your number is actually helping you? Because the act of reading the book is not actually what helps you. The act of reading the book is just to give you knowledge, but you need to actually do what the book says. So if you are not going to do what the book says and read the next book and the next book and the next book and 52 books a year, you're just not going to gain anything out of it. So pick a few books, pick a few people that you trust, that you want to follow them, and only follow them until you get the results you want. That's it. So let's continue, okay? Let's talk more about goals and how to achieve them. Okay, let's talk about community. Okay, ideally, you want to be in a community of people with the same goals as you. For example, if you want to lose weight, if you want, to be good at math, if you want to be a good student, if you want to build a business, if you want to have a YouTube channel, put yourself in a community, people that have the same goals as you. Maybe it's Reddit forums, maybe it's forums in general, maybe it's Facebook groups, whatever. Put yourself in a community. And why is that? When you are in a community, there are people with the same mindset as you. They want to achieve the same goals as you. Some people in the community already are far ahead of you. Maybe you are far ahead of other people. And it gives you a lot of advantages, okay? Once you see someone who is already where you want to be, it motivates you, okay? Let's say, for example, right now I joined the Fastlane forum. This is a forum of a lot of entrepreneurs, okay? And I want to build a business. So I read there all the success stories and I get inspired. I see someone who is exactly started like me and now is at $50,000 per month. And I'm saying, okay, if you can do it, I can also do it. It motivates you. It shows you that it's possible. It changes your perspective, okay? If you are going to be in your regular community of people that are not having the mindset you need, you are not going to achieve your goals. Never, it's never going to happen. It also focuses you, okay? Because you see other people working on their goals and you think to yourself, okay, if they are working on the goals, I need to also work on my goals. It's so important. On top of that, if you are posting in these groups that you are going to do, let's say you are in a losing weight forum or gaining weight or being more muscle, I don't know. So let's say you post in 3 months, I'm going to lose 10 kilograms, or in 3 months, I'm going to gain 10 kilograms, okay, or whatever, okay? So you're going to post it and it's going to make you accountable and committed, because once other people are involved in your goals, you want to make sure you do it best. If it's just you, if you tell yourself, yes, in 3 months I will gain 10 kilograms, okay? If it's just you, I'm not saying that it's not going to work, but it's less powerful. You are more likely to slack off, you are more likely to maybe give up a little bit, give yourself like, no, I will do it tomorrow, no, this and that. You are going, and it's so powerful to have a community, to post your progress to see how you do. Maybe people also, when you post and give value to others, they will give you feedback, okay? You are going to network with people that are where you want to be, so you can ask them questions. You can get to your goals much quicker, okay? So don't do your goals alone. Don't do it alone, okay? There is communities for every goal you have. There are people out there that want the same goals as you, so connect with them, be with them. These are your people right now, okay? Surround yourself with the people you want to be like. Surround yourself with people with the same goals as you, okay? This makes you committed, accountable. You get to know new people, get feedback, and you're more focused, you're more motivated. And lastly, let's talk about time. You always have more time, okay? Let's take me for example, because I'm doing a lot of stupid mistakes apparently. And a year ago, when I started my YouTube channel, and it was like let's say 6 months of uploading every week, I was thinking that I work so much. I was on average working like 12 to 15 hours maybe every week, okay? And I was thinking it's a lot, and I don't have much time, and I don't have another time to invest more in it, okay? Because I told myself, okay, I don't watch Netflix, I don't see movies, and I don't do all these things, so I don't have other time. I invest all my time I have. But I was wrong, okay? You can always have more time. It's amazing how it's working. So what would happen for me is in the 2 hours before I would go to bed, I would open YouTube, okay? And I would start watching videos. Maybe it was videos about achieving my goals, but again, as I said, it was just consuming. It was just thinking about my goals instead of executing my goals. So every evening, pretty much, I would waste 2 hours of potential work. I could work on my business or on my hobbies or on my goals. So what happened is, since this illness around the world, since all the mess in March, what happened is I decided to change my routine, okay? I decided, okay, I was thinking, okay, when I'm 9 p.m., okay, before 2 hours before I go to bed, I don't have discipline, I can't really convince myself not to watch these videos. Maybe in the morning it would work better. So what I did, I took these 2 hours and I moved them to the morning. So now what I do is I go to sleep at 9 p.m. and I wake up at 4 a.m. Yeah. And this was so much valuable, you can't even imagine. In the morning I'm more sharp, I have more self-discipline, I have more creativity, okay? So right now what I'm doing for almost 6 months, and it helped me so much, or maybe less than 6 months, maybe three months, I'm not sure, but every day working on my goals for at least 2 to 3 hours, this is a this is something that changed everything for me, okay? Because once you work on your goals 2 to 3 hours every day, you gain momentum, okay? You gain momentum. What happened to me before is I was working maybe four weeks per day, per week, and it's nice, but it's not the best. You know why? Because let's say you work one day, okay, you get to some momentum, and then for the other day you don't do it, so your momentum is here, and then the next day you do it, so your momentum is here, but you take one step forward and 2 steps backwards. Now you might have progress in a long term, but if you are going to work on your goals 2-3 hours every day for half an year or a year, you are going to get results of someone who is doing it for 4 times a week. We will do it for 3 years, and it happened to me actually in other area. I will talk about it maybe. So once you work on something more, this is your momentum, okay? Today you worked on your goals. Next day you work again on your goals, and again and again and again and again, and your momentum is more and more and more until you actually achieve the goals, okay? Your brain is sharp, you have one goal to do, and it was so much helpful for me to do. So don't think you don't have time. You always have more time. And after doing this shift, I now work approximately on average every week 32 to 35 hours every week, and it changed everything for me, especially doing it every day. So if you think you don't have time right now, break your routine. Maybe do it for 48 hours, okay? Break your routine for a week, okay? Do things differently than what you used to do, okay? I used to do everything fixed, okay? Also now I'm very fixed at what I do, okay? I know whenever I'm working out, I know whenever I'm working on my goals, I know whenever I'm doing this, I know whenever I'm eating, and all this, everything is scheduled. But if you're not going to break this routine a bit, you are not going to know where your full potential is at, okay? Because right now I'm in the sweet spot of working on my goals, and the progress is so much faster than if I would work on it once a week, 2 times a week, 3 times a week. And I'm telling you, this is crazy. And without doing this, I would stay stuck, not getting my goals, not working as well as I could have, and it opened my eyes to everything. So if I would do it 5 years ago, I would achieve already the goals I have right now. It's crazy, okay? So don't do my mistakes. Take all the insights from this video, take at least one thing and apply that, and it will take you some time to apply everything I said. But as I said, with a book, books are experience of people for 10, 20, 30 years. And yeah, so that's it. So I hope this video was helpful for you. Again, I'm 24, that's nice, but when I'll be 25 in a year, the video I'm going to make next, when I'm 25, I'm going to achieve a lot of goals, and I'm going to teach you how to be a millionaire next year, okay? This is going to be a video for next time. So if you like this video, click the like button below and tell me if you like this content, okay? My channel right now is not my main focus, okay? I'm not sure what videos I want to upload. I have all sorts of topics I can talk to, business, self-development, software, whatever. Tell me in the comments what you want to do. Maybe you want me to make a mini movie like I made about James Johnny. If you didn't see this video, you can watch it later. And again, so if you watched till now, which is a lot of time I guess, you might like this video. So subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.